Hello, Abnormal family, and all of you all that have showed up today to support us. We appreciate each and every one of you. Man, we got some things going on. I've got a lady that's sharing a lot of her experiences with me, and as soon as I get them all downloaded and put into some files, I will be sharing them. It's probably going to be a series, is what we're going to be doing. So it'll be my first series I've done. She's had quite a few experiences, and she sent us in some photos and stuff that we'll be adding too. So I hope you all will enjoy that. Alright guys, let's get into today's encounter. I'm writing this because it happened just 3 days ago. I've seen many animals I couldn't recognize, but this one was different. It must have been a Bigfoot. I was in my room with my cat Tiger Stripe, who I've had for 4 weeks. She's really chill and has a personality like a dog. I was reading a book and occasionally looking out the window. Tiger Stripe was licking herself on the floor and playing as usual. Getting bored, I decided to go into my backyard to get some fresh air. Tiger Stripe followed me as she always does. We went downstairs and into the backyard. It was warm, and I sat down on my porch chair. Tiger Stripe ran around and smiled while she played. She had this kind of goofy look when she was excited or ornery. The only sounds I heard were vehicles speeding by up on the highway, animals scurrying away from Tiger Stripe, and my breathing. It was the afternoon turning into evening. My eyes started to feel heavy, and I fell asleep sitting there in the chair watching her play. I don't think I slept for long before I felt paws on my face. It was Tiger Stripe, and I woke up with a startle. She looked relieved that I was awake, but then she started meowing frantically and hissing to her right. I've never heard her hiss like that before. Her fur, well, it was standing up and her teeth were exposed. She was looking at something, and I followed her gaze. Tiger Stripe led me to the right side of the fence where she was staring intently. I didn't see anything, but I stayed watching as she hissed at that area. And that's when I saw it. It just stepped out. The creature was at least 7 foot tall, and it matched the description of Bigfoot. It was tall, hairy, and huge. It stared at Tiger Stripe, then looked up at me. It was making a huffing sound, as if it had just ran a long distance. I remembered that I had a shotgun upstairs, but it was too late for that. The Bigfoot started to walk away anyways, and Tiger Stripe began to calm down, and I was stuck in fear. We went back inside, and I thought about what could have happened. What if it would have attacked us? There's nothing I could have done against something that large and that powerful. Maybe the Bigfoot was just passing by and didn't want to bother us. Maybe it was just hungry and looking for food. I'm just glad it didn't attack us. Who knows what would have happened if it did? The next day, the next night, I was laying in my bed reading, and when I heard scratching on the outside wall, my cat Tiger Stripe started staring at the wall and acting scared. Then I saw a shadow move past the window, and I knew it was back. I could hear its breathing, which sounded like it had a cold, with a gurgling noise. Then I heard the sniffing again. Tiger Stripe jumped down and ran under my bed. My bedroom door was opened, and suddenly Tiger Stripe ran out of my room as fast as she could. I thought to myself, this can't be a monster or a Bigfoot, so I walked to the window and opened the shades, and that's when I saw it again. This time, it roared at me, and I ran. As I approached my bedroom door, it slammed shut all by itself. I couldn't even open the door. I started screaming for help. I was freaking out. Finally, the door opened, and I ran to the bathroom and locked myself in there until morning. I was so scared. I was so shaken that I had to move out of my house and in with my mom. I'm now struggling to pay my bills. I can't even live in my own home, and I'm having to pay the bills there while living with my mom. And I help her out, of course. I'm left wondering, what do I do now? Have you ever heard of anything like this happening before? I'm starting to feel like I'm losing my grip on reality. Lately, I've been seeing things out of the corners of my eyes. At first, I thought it was just my imagination, but it's happening more and more often. I'm starting to feel like I'm being watched all the time. The only thing that's changed recently is that I bought a painting at an estate sale where a lady had passed away. It's a picture of Bigfoot standing in a circle with a star in the center. I thought it was just a quirky piece of art, but now I'm starting to wonder if it's more than that. Could this painting be the cause of what I'm experiencing? Is it possible that it's cursed or haunted? I know it sounds crazy, but I'm desperate for answers. I just want to feel safe in my own home. Has anyone else ever experienced anything like this? Is there anyone who can help me figure out what is going on? Mike, you have a great page, and I trust you guys to give me answers. And I also look very forward to your opinion. Thank you for that. We do have a great page. Great subscribers. The best ones on YouTube. Great moderators, co-hosts. I can't say enough about them. I do believe the painting could have something to do with it. Or you bought the painting and Bigfoot came around at the same time, which still doesn't explain your bedroom door being slammed shut, which sounds like something supernatural. That brings me back to, they say 25% of people that have cryptid encounters will have a paranormal encounter, so it kind of makes me believe that there may be something along the lines going on with that. If I were you, I would pray over the photo. You should pray over anything you buy at an estate sale or anywhere. That's always very important, to make sure anything's clean before you bring it through the threshold of your home. Could have just merely been after your cat. Could Bigfoot have done that? I believe it is a possibility. I believe they are descendants of the Nephilim and then the descendants of the Elioid. So there is a possibility that they do have angelic powers that are passed down to some of them. All of them may not possess the same abilities, but I believe they all do have abilities above ours. So I hope I've helped you. I look forward to seeing what people say in the chat. And until next time, guys, keep your head on a swivel. Don't be something's dinner. And if you don't mind, please smash that like button on your way out. I'd appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one.